Let's move on to the game of the week this week. D-Boy Dominators at 7-3 versus the Capital Punishment at 5-4-1. And for the Dominators, it starts with Tom Brady, projected to put up 47 points at home against the Jets. You know they may be a little bit down after the tough loss to the Colts. I can see him coming out, Brady being a little angry against a Jets team that has been struggling. Rex Ryan apparently cried at the team meeting Monday. Never a good sign for your coach. I expect Tom Brady to have, I'm not going to say a historic day, but a very good day. 47
68 last week.
I expect something of that thing around the 60-point margin. Andre Johnson on the cover of ESPN, the magazine. Rashard Mendenhall going to put up a lot of touches against the Kansas City Chiefs because the Steelers are going to be running away with that game. Liddell Betts right now, Portis has been ruled out. He's projected to get 192, the Dominators, 215 by the time the Sunday night game starts. Easy. What you got with the punishment?
Well, I'll be honest with you. He says, we'll take it, stop the slide. I think the punishment can stop the slide right here.
Continue to it.
I do like Tom Brady's matchup. I agree. But they're going to have to go for it on a lot of fourth downs to get that many points. 47 is projection. I don't see 68 happening against a stingy Jets defense, who at one time in the league was #1 total defense. Now, I know they're not #1 total defense now, but they still have a stout defense, a lot of playmakers. This is also going to be a game that's going to be very important to the Jets. They're going to put, throw out all the stops right here to try to beat the Patriots, stay in this playoff hunt, although they're not playing great. Matt Schaub against Tennessee's really, really low-rated defense. They're in the bottom half. Tennessee's pass defense is not very good, so Matt Schaub has a really good matchup right there, and it's on Monday night, so the Texans will be looking to make a statement on the Monday night game. Steven Jackson, I really like the matchup against Arizona at home. And then the only problem, and the only reason I see that you might struggle, Capital Punishment, is that you are starting Jamal Lewis. Now he's playing at, that's right, he's playing at Detroit, and that's a great matchup. But he's Jamal Lewis. Now believe me, I'm a big Jamal Lewis fan. He's a Tennessee Volunteer, but he just doesn't have it anymore. He just doesn't have it anymore. And so, that's one of your three running backs. You're really going to need the points, especially with D-Boy Dominators having Tom Brady. So I'm going to pick Capital Punishment because I think you can win this game. Your projection is slightly higher. He picked 215. If D-Boy Dominators, you get 215, then Capital Punishment, you get 216, baby, because you're winning this one.
Not going to happen.
And you stop the slide.
Punishment right now, won last week to go 1-3 in the last 4 weeks. He moves back to 500 right now. I have been on the Capital Punishment. I picked the last 4 games correctly regarding the Capital Punishment. This will be the fifth one. It's 5-5-1. D-Boy Dominators move to 8-3.
Are you charging money for bet? He's picked this one.
It's very possible.
95% of all time.
It's very possible. You need to look into it at this point.
1-800 call Brian.
Let's move on to the start of Sit-em this week. And I'm going to have to question Brad's judgment a little bit here. My 2 stardoms are going to be the people he's already called out. Cleveland's D, only 10 defensive points given up against the Ravens, right? They have some confidence. They know they need to play well. They're playing the Detroit Lions at this point. It's an expansion team starting in 2011. The Detroit Lions. I like the Browns. Also, Beanie Wells, he's going to do well. Playing against the Rams, they're going to put the ball on the ground after throwing it around the first half. May not get yards, but he's going to get touches. What you got for stardom?
Well, my stardom of the week is it's just the opposite. It's Kevin Smith and the Lions. Now, here's what. Ray Rice and the Ravens knew they didn't have to score against the Browns. Brady Quinn at quarterback, as long as he doesn't break your kneecap, then he's still going to throw interceptions. So, you can be very, very conservative. The Lions, who are awful, aren't going to be conservative because they're going to try to get something going at the end of the season. They have nothing to lose. Kevin Smith's going to get a lot of work. Their offense is going to put up a lot of points on the Browns defense. I like Kevin Smith. His projection is 27. I like him to get around 30 to 35 this week. So my start of the week is Kevin Smith.
Okay.
This week's sit of the week for me, actually I have 2. Now I don't know if this is fair. I'm not supposed to come up with 2, I guess. But I look at everybody's starting lineup. Okay, who's starting of the week sit of the week? I already called out Capital Punishment. You're starting Jamal Lewis. Got to be my sit of the week. Dude, you got to sit him. You got to pick somebody else. Now, yeah, I know, but and then my other one is way out on the limb with Willis McGahee. I know. But I'm saying somebody's starting him.
Right. Good
I mean, look, damn dogs.
Yeah.
Damn, you're starting Willis McGahee.
Yep.
Dude, pick somebody else. Pick Justin Vargas
I
or
agree.
something.
I
At least
agree.
he's got a shot.
That's it.
Pick somebody else.
Don't get more than 5
Sit
carries.
him.
My
Oh,
sit of the
man.
week this week is somebody that actually more people are considering. My guess is this is an 85 to 90% start in most Yahoo leagues. I'm going to have to sit Ryan Grant this week. Starting against the 49ers in the third-ranked rush defense.
Wow.
You've got to understand, the Green Bay's going to throw the ball around. Now, Ryan Grant may go ahead and get some touches on screen passes, but Aaron Rodgers is a top 5 fantasy quarterback right now. They're going to put the ball in the air, and the 49ers are a good enough team to keep it close to where the Packers are not just going to be able to run the clock out and keep Ryan Grant on the ground. Sit Ryan Grant. He's not going to be maybe a flex start, but I don't see him putting up a 30-point day. I would think in the 12 to 15-point range. After only 12, maybe a few more, maybe 18 on a good day, but I just don't like Ryan Grant this week.
Wow, okay, all right. Well, I don't know. I'd have to disagree, but that's not what this show's about, buddy. It's about him having a voice. He's got a voice.
We hope you have a wonderful fantasy Sunday and Monday. Next week's show is going to be in limbo at this point, seeing that I will be out of town. We possibly may be able to put something together, but otherwise, have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and we'll see you next week.